Hey everyone, welcome back to our YouTube channel. In today's tutorial, we are going to learn how to create an impressive card outer glow effect using HTML and CSS. And this effect will add a touch of elegance to your website design. So let's get started. Here we have a div element with the class container. This div will serve as a container to hold all our cards. Next we have a div element with the class card. Inside the card we have face and specific name face1. Next we have a div element with the class content. Now we'll add a link from the font or song to access the icon for our cards. The front face of the card, that is face 1, contains an icon representing the platform Windows. And then we have a heading with the title Windows. Next we have a back face of the card, that is face 2. And then we have a div element with the class content. Next we have a paragraph element with some dummy text. Next we have a read mode link to be filled with actual content and functionally later. Now we'll add a similar code for the other cards. Here we will use Android icon. And here we will display Apple icon. Now we'll add some CSS. We'll style the body element here. The display is set to flex, margin and the padding is set to 0, min height is set to 100 VH, background is set to grey color, justify content and align item is set to center, and the font family is set to sans serif. Now let's style the container. Here the width is set to 1000 pixel, position is set to relative, and it uses flashbar to distribute the cut. Justify content is set to space between, and the flex wrap is set to wrap, so that it is not sufficient to hold all the cards in a single row. Next, let's style the cards. Here we set the position to relative. Now let's style the card face. Here the width is set to 300 pixel, height is set to 200 pixel, and the transition is set to 0.4 second, so that it affects when the face changes their appearance. Now let's style the front face of the card. Here the position is set to relative. Background color is set to some grey color. Display is set to flex. Justify content and align item is set to center. Align content is set to center. Z index is set to 1, and the transform is set to translate Y 100 pixel, so that it moves the face 100 pixel down. Now let's set outer glow effect on hover. Here we set the transform to translate Y 0, so that it brings the front face back to its original position. The box shadow property creates a multi-layered glow effect using multiple insert and regular shadows. The combination of this shadow produces the glow effect around the card. Now let's style the content inside the front face. Here the opacity is set to 0.2. Making it partially transparent. Transition is set to 0.5 seconds so that it adds a smooth transition effect. The text element is set to center. Now let's set hover. Here the opacity is set to 1. Let's style the icon and the title inside the front face. Here the font size is given 3 em. Color is set to white. Display is set to inline block. Now let's style the heading. Here the font size is 1 em. Color is set to white and the text element is set to center. Now let's style the back face of the card. Here the position is set to relative. It sets a light background color, that is white smoke. Display is set to flex. Align item and justify content is set to center. Padding is set to 20 pixels. Box sizing is set to border box. And then we use some box shadow effect. The transform is set to translate Y minus 100 pixels so that it hides behind the front face. Next, let's reveal the back face on hover. Here the transform is set to translate Y 0. Now let's style the content inside the back face. Here the font size is set to 10 pt, that is point. Margin and the padding is set to 0 so that it removes from the paragraphs and the link, making them they have no extra spacing. Color is set to dark gray color. Now let's target the A element, that is anchor. Here the text decoration is set to none. Color is set to black. Box sizing is set to border box. Outline is set to 1 pixel dash and the dark gray color. Padding is set to 10 pixel so that it around the link text, creating some space. Margin is set to 15 pixel so that it push down a bit from the paragraph. Display is set to inline box so that the link behaves as a block level element. Now let's add style when hovering. Here the background is set to dark grey color. Color is set to white smoke so that it changes the text color from the link to white. And here we add some box shadow to the link when hovering, creating a soft glow effect. So that's the entire explanation of the provided CSS code. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and found it helpful. If you did, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more web development tutorials.